Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome to December. In case you don't know, I have 3 books available for sale. You can buy them all individually at the links down below. But what I'm doing for this month, the month of giving, is I've combined them all together. You can get all 3 of my full-length books all in one file, delivered right to your email at a significant cost savings. Like I said, normally they're $10 each, but I'm putting all 3 together in one file. And anybody from now until the 20th of December that donates $10 or more, I'll send you a copy of all 3 of my books right to your inbox. So you will get Live in Cambodia, a guide for living in the Kingdom of Wonder. You will get Factory Rat, Get a Real Job, an R-rated humorous look at my time working in a factory. And you will get a big book of weird top 10 lists, which is just what it says. It's a big book and it's filled with weird top 10 lists. Not only is it humorous, but it's also very educational. You'll learn things about other things that might not serve you any purpose in life, but interesting just the same. And you can get all 3 just by clicking my PayPal link down below. Donate at least $10 or more, and I'll send it to you right to your email. Also keep in mind, if this is your first time, that your donation will also put you on my mailing list. And from now on, you will receive all of my exclusive videos once a week. So you get all of that for one low donation, but only for a limited time, so be sure to get in on it now. So let's get on with the video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Seems like I opened up a little bit of a can of worms with my last video, even though I don't know why. Video was simply, if you can live on like $900 a month in Cambodia if you wish to retire, or if you have $900 a month coming in and that's it, can you do it? This was a question I got asked, and I answered it to the best of my ability. But a lot of people seem to be focused on insurance. They just they got upset that I didn't mention insurance, even though I did. But attention spans being what they are nowadays, I guess it was easy to miss. But here's the thing, that wasn't a video about getting insurance in Cambodia. The question that somebody asked me was, is it possible to live in Cambodia on $800 to $900 a month? And if so, what would the breakdown of that be? What essentials would I need, and how much can I expect to pay? And that's all I attempted to do in that video. I didn't say, what I said was you can live on $800 or $900 a month. I never told anybody you should live on only $800 to $900 a month. I have never ever told anybody how much they should spend or bring to live on in Cambodia, because of all the variables that are going to determine what a person's wants and needs are. I can give you basic guidelines, but I can't tell you exactly how much you're going to need. Now, on the other hand, in that video I try to cover all the essentials. Oh, that's pretty loud. I try to cover all the essentials. These are the things you absolutely need. You need a place to live. You have to pay your bills. You need food to eat. You need some form of entertainment, right? And that's what I was focusing on. I would tell people you should probably get insurance if you're worried about your health. But it's certainly not what I would consider a necessity, a mandatory thing. You do not have to have insurance to come into Cambodia. And that is why I've never made, that's a good example of why I've never made a video just about insurance in Cambodia. And why I no longer make general cost of living videos. Because it makes people crazy in the head if you don't agree with the way they feel about it. Just creates a ruckus. People just can't believe that not everybody feels the same way they do about things. It's incredible. And they seem stymied by that fact. That somehow they could be wrong. Or their opinion could be questioned. Oh my God. How can that be? I am surely the superior being. And everybody else is wrong. That kind of thing. But since we're going to talk about insurance, let's talk about it. There is no such thing as cheapest health insurance. This is usually what people want to know. What's the cheapest health insurance I can get for coming to Cambodia? There really is none. You can go through any number of companies. All you got to do is Google expat health insurance Cambodia. You're going to get so many results. Okay. You're going to get so many results. You are going to have no problem getting different quotes. All right. And most of them are going to be about the same price. I'm 58 years old. My quote's going to be about 250, 260 bucks a month. Something in there, that range. I did check once with Cigna Global. That's a pretty popular health insurance or expat health insurance company. Well, I mean, they do other types of insurance also, but it's one that expats talk about a lot. And that was the quote they'd given me. But then again, if I choose a $3,000 deductible instead of a $750 deductible, if I choose to pay annually instead of monthly, all of that affects the cost. A lot of road work going on today. Yeah, so basically, you're not going to find the cheapest. I mean, if one is less expensive than the other, it's not going to be by a significant amount, is what I'm saying. And if you think living in Cambodia has so many variables, your lifestyle, the kind of apartment you want, what kind of amenities you want, how often do you want to go out, do you like Western food, are you going to eat local, and those are all things to take into consideration. Just think of getting health insurance just like that times 10. Every little thing about you and your lifestyle, including your age, your current health, any medications you're on, pre-existing health conditions, family history on whether you're going to be prone to any diseases in the future that are genetic, all of that takes into consideration how much you're going to pay. So I might pay $250, they might tell you, you know, 400 bucks a month. Even though we both might be the same age. And plus, like I said, it's going to depend on your deductible. The lower it is, the more expensive it's going to be. The higher it is, the less expensive it's going to be. Do you want to pay by the year? Do you want to pay by the month? Do you want to pay biannually, 2 times a year? There are discounts if you do that, but it's only like 5 to 10% of what it would normally be. So yeah, I've never bashed insurance. I've never told anybody don't get insurance. I've never encouraged anybody to either get insurance or not get insurance, because it's going to depend on you, just like everything else about your life. I would never advise anybody to eat 3 Whopper meals a day, every day, for the rest of their lives. But if somebody said they were doing it, I'd be okay, good for you. I wouldn't discourage it either. So it all depends on the individual. But as far as basic requirements go for living in Cambodia, place to live, pay your bills, some kind of entertainment, and food options, with enough left over for various other things you might see or want or need, I still stick by my last video. Yes, you can live here on $800 to $900 a month. But keep in mind, like with everything else, if you choose not to get health insurance, and it is your choice, you'll have to live with the consequences should something happen and you need a lot of money for an operation, or to be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars if you need to be airlifted to like Bangkok for some kind of emergency that they can't perform here, emergency surgery or something like that. So keep in mind, you're free to make your own choice, but the consequences are yours. So I don't discourage anybody from getting it, although I can't give you any price, too many variables. But I also don't tell people you have to get it, because that's simply not true. You don't have to. So I hope that clarifies things a little bit. I just didn't want anybody to think that I didn't care enough to make a video about insurance, but that's really all you can say about it. I know I've had friends get surgeries here without any health insurance. They pay cash. A hernia surgery was $750. That included a night stay at the hospital and the surgery and all that kind of stuff, which is an incredible price if you think about it, because that would be, you know, thousands of dollars back where I come from. For all the minor stuff that happens around here, all the health issues, you get a little cough, you get a little cold, you want to know what's going on, you just don't feel good in general, they have clinics all over, these small little clinics. Maybe run you 20, 30 bucks. If they don't detect anything serious, they'll have you purchase some medication, tell you what they think is wrong, give you the option to purchase medication. Then you can be on your way. If it's anything serious or something that they can't figure out, they will refer you. They'll recommend that you go to a hospital to have that checked out. There is something to keep in mind, that all the medical work you have done here is all paid in advance. So even if you have insurance, if you have a deductible, you'll have to have a certain amount of money on hand, pay in advance. And let me just say this, make this point, it's like the best, most expensive, widely coveraged insurance in the world is not going to stop any of us from dying, ever. So one thing we all have in common, we are all going to die. Nobody likes to talk about death. People get freaked out talking about death. I never understood that. It's the one constant, the one thing you can be 100% absolutely sure is going to happen in your life. We talk about a lot of things that we don't know about, and we're happy to talk about them. Am I going to get a raise at work? Am I going to be able to retire a little bit earlier rather than later? Are the police going to find my fingerprints on that accelerant bottle at the site of the nursing home fire? You know, we have all these things we don't know about. And we like talking about those, but when it comes to the one thing we do know, everybody's like, no, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about death. Kind of funny. All right, that's going to do it for this one. This was just a kind of clarifying some things about my last video. I'm going to repeat it again for those in the back. I do not advocate against getting health insurance. I also do not advocate for getting health insurance. You know yourself, you know your conditions, you know your health state of being. Do what you think is best for you, and if you do decide to get health insurance and it's going to cost you around $250 a month, add that to your budget every month. You can make $900 to $1,000 a month. You can adjust your lifestyle here in such a way that it won't impact you all that much and still be able to afford your insurance. But I don't know of anybody who doesn't have to budget at some point for whatever they need. I'm sure, you know, the 1%. You know, Warren Buffett can buy whatever he wants. He's got he can just go out and go silly, go nuts. Buy himself an airplane made out of solid gold. Too heavy to actually ever fly, but it looks good sitting in his private airports. He can do that. He's got the bucks. He's got the money. But most of us normal people need to budget it out, make little sacrifices here and there. The important thing is to be happy with what you got instead of complaining about what you don't have. You'll be a happier person if you do that, trust me. Blacktop. Yeah, all these roads are getting blacktopped. Whew. All right. Anyway, that'll do it for this one. Remember to get in on my book deal. Any donation of $10 or more, you'll get all 3 of my books in one file. Check out all my links down below. I got links to my PayPal, Ko-Fi.com if you want to buy me a coffee on there, or you can join my Patreon starting at just $5 a month. You do those things, you'll also be put on my email list and receive all of my exclusive content that I put out every single week just for my supporters. Also links to other channels vlogging in Cambodia, they are down below. I've linked to all my social media down below. My Gabe Does Cambodia page on Facebook. My science blog, scithinkers.blogspot.com, and other stuff. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with your friends if you want to, and if you haven't, hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.